All right, I'm here. Today I'm going to be doing this Stairmaster 30 minutes while I have a chat, but looks like I can't see myself. I need to adjust this a little bit. All right. So the chat today is about transforming yourself. The chat today is for those people who are struggling to change themselves. And those people, what happens is they will get help. I'm talking about if you want to change your body, if you're fat and you have reached the age of 30 plus. So what happens is most people will get help. When I mean help, I mean getting a personal trainer. You get a personal trainer, you have to be consistent. You cannot get a personal trainer and say, I will just do a couple of sessions. I will do 10 sessions and that's going to be it. No. It's not going to work. I'm saying this because I have a client at the moment. We have been training for 2 months. And he said, come January, he might reduce his sessions. Yes, that is fine. But is that going to be of any help to him? No. Because once you reduce your sessions, you are going to slowly get back to that shitty life. That shitty life that made you fat and sluggish and stressed, and you could not sleep well. You were stressed. You were not happy with your wife. You were not happy with your son. You were not happy at work. Everything is going to go downward spiral. And eventually, he surely will go back drinking. If you are that fat and unhealthy, you have to be willing to say, I have been like this for 40 years. And I am not sure, and I don't think that 2 months of training is going to change me. 2 months of training cannot change what you have been for 40 years. Minimum, it has to be 6 months. 6 months is you learning how to train, how to stay disciplined, how to be consistent, and changing your lifestyle. It has to be minimum 6 months. And in that 6 months, you should be learning things that you're going to keep doing for the rest of your life. It's never a quick fix. Look at us. We've been doing this since we were born. But every year, every month, every week, every day, we are looking to get better. Yes, we are trying to get better. If this was a shortcut, if this was meant to be temporary, some of us, we will stop training. I will look at myself and be like, you know what is the point in training if I look like this? The point is, if I don't, I'm going to lose a lot of stuff. Let me give you an example. Somebody like me, I was born with a single kidney. With that alone, I should never stop training. Because if I stop, guess what will happen? We all know what will happen. Because if I stop, I need to look for something to fill that space, to fill that void. And I might go back to drinking. Because every day I train, every day I feel I get stronger with age. I see the guns are growing. I just want to do it more and more. It is addictive. I don't want to go backward. I want to keep going forward as I'm getting older. So, guys, it's not a quick fix. You're not going to achieve your body goals in 2 months. You're not going to live from this fat belly to this flat belly in 2 months. It will take time. It will take months and months of hard work, determination, consistency, discipline, and guts. So, what I can tell you all is stick to that personal trainer. Yes, it costs money, but guess what? For 40 years, you have been spending money on the things that made you to be fat. So why won't you spend money on something that is going to make you healthy, fit, strong, sexy, stressing less, happy in yourself, happy with your family, making your kids proud of you, making your wife proud of you, and giving your life, these 10 things, giving your life a chance to carry on going forward. But remember, carrying on going forward, you should be healthy. Because what is the point if you're going to live a long life with illness? What is the point if you're going to live a long life but spend most of the time in the hospital? What is the point if you're going to live a long life and you cannot do simple tasks, simple daily tasks that make life enjoyable? You got to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You cannot do it alone. You are going to fail. Trust me, you are going to fail. I am not arguing with you. I'm telling you, you are going to fail if you try to do it on your own. If you are 35 upwards, you are fat, you are unhealthy, you are weak, especially for men. At that age, our T levels drops. If yours is dropping, you definitely need to do something. It might not just be only a gym session. It might not be only exercise. It might also be the things that you are doing out of the gym. Remember, first thing, a gym session, the hardest one is 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you are paying, if there's anybody who is paying for 2 hours straight, then you must be a professional athlete. But if you're just training for health, maximum is 1 hour 30 minutes. So you put 1 hour 30 minutes, you put in the work, you push as hard as you can. What do you do with the rest of the hours that make up a day? What do you do with the rest of the 22 hours and 30 minutes? That is where the difference comes in. A lot of people come in the gym, put in the work, go back home, and they eat shit. They don't sleep. They don't drink enough water. Right? You're not going to gain any, you're not going to see any gains, because gains happen out of the gym. In the gym, we beat ourselves down like a dog. In the gym, we destroy. And in destroying, we are going to build. We destroy the muscles, we eat the right food, we sleep well, drink enough water, take your vitamins, make some love, and then you see your body starts to change. Remember, a happy mind is going to respond. The body responds when the mind is free and happy. And that happens when the love is good, when the food is good, when you drink enough. As I was saying before, my camera timed me out because I need to do 10 minutes at a time. But this video has to be short. Anyway, I am going to do the conclusion. If you are fat, if you are 30 and over and fat, if you have a personal trainer, stick with them for at least 6 months. and make sure that the personal trainer is not only just training you, but they are teaching you how to train right. Because I see a lot of my colleagues, they just put you on the machine, they give you weight, and they stand and just count the reps. That is not coaching. You need to be telling them, stretch, time on attention, hold, pause. You need to use all those terms and explain it and tell them why. Muscles will grow when you put them under a normal stretch. Time on attention, full range of movement, no half reps. If you want to see your muscles grow, you need to always make sure you go right to the last stretch and beyond. Last stretch and beyond means you full range of motion, hold that pause at the bottom, making sure the muscles are still under tension, no slacking, and then explode. That is time on attention and beyond. When you do that, your client stay focused. Your client is not just doing reps while having a chat with you. How can I be squatting, let's say 1/4 for 20 reps and having a chat at the same time? If I do that, that means that weight is easy. I need to increase progressive overload. We need to tell them, we need to teach them, because we want them to, in a couple of months or in a year's time, be able to train by themselves. And also, it's always good to stick to a routine, but we need to give them variety. Because if you stick to only a particular routine, when they go, they become lost. But when you teach variety, for example, kettlebell training, single plate, single dumbbell, squat, deadlift, SBD, high volume, the German training technique or training, what's the word? Fuck it, I don't know. So we need to give them variety so that when they go, their training library will be massive. Because I like to see my former client train in the gym and I look them perform exercises and I'll be like, they got it and it stayed in their brain. So let us not just train them, let us teach, let us explain, let us be able to move this, see and point. You see and you point. Adjust your back, shoulders up, chin up, use all those terms. For example, when I send my clients on the Stairmaster, I try not to allow them to do this. Now, I'm always stand up tall. You better hold this, stand up tall, because I want your weight to be directly on your legs. Standing up tall, you burn more calories. You improve your core balance. I even try to let them walk sideward because I want to take the fear out of them. The fear of falling. Because when you take the fear out of them, they start to focus on executing exercises. But when the fear is there, all they're trying to do is go through the exercise without thinking. There's no time on attention because fear is staring at them. But when you take that fear out, they focus on execution. They listen to the body. They listen to the muscle. They try to, especially when you're doing isolation workout, they try to isolate the muscles and focus on that particular muscle that they are training. So let us just keep teaching, see, point, explain, and also fat ones, old ones. It's about consistency. It's going to take time. Why? Because you took time to put on that fat. You took time to look like shit. So it's fair that you have to also put time to look good. It's not going to be rushed. There's no way you're going to rush it. And let me tell you, if you rush it and buy just a couple of sessions, once you finish those sessions, you would have learned nothing. And guess what? You will go back into that shitty lifestyle and you will put in 2 times the amount of fat that you previously had. So just spend some money. Invest in yourself. Your old self is going to thank you. Don't be too concerned about you spending money. Save. Stop buying takeaway. Stop buying cigarettes. Stop buying alcohol. Reduce the amount of time you're going out. Walk a little bit longer so you spend less money on fuel, and then invest that money in yourself, because that is the only investment that belongs to you and to nobody else. All right, I got 13 minutes to go. So D1W1, I'm out. I got another video coming on, and that is going to be just for women, ladies. So watch out, follow for more, because I'm saying all these things for your own gains. My gains are always guaranteed.